35. As long as it goes over 34.5, we're happy, Pops.
I heard that. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about these under the radar games that we have here. The games that people need to be talking about a little bit more, but they're not talking about them that much, Jeff, because they're just not the games that are seen as some top tier games. Well, maybe to their fan bases and things like that, and for conference purposes and things like that. But I think that bettors and people that are focused on these games need to take this a little bit seriously, because they're not as one-sided as everybody thinks they're going to be, and how the spread's looking in. First one I'm going to talk about right now is going to be Rutgers and Michigan. Rutgers and Michigan is always a game that seems to give Michigan some fits. A lot of people don't want to say that, but Greg Schiano is still a great coach. It's just that Rutgers has to recruit team that's kind of limited. They have to recruit the 2s and the 3 stars, the 1 stars, the guys with heart. The guys who were good high school students. Decent high school football players, and they try hard. So Greg Schiano let them play on the team. But Rutgers is a much better product than they were 5 years ago. Let's keep it real. Isaiah Pacheco is absolutely tearing it up in the NFL right now, and they have a few other players that came out of Rutgers that have done well in the NFL as well too. And that's a key thing for these schools to stay consistently in the loop. You know what I mean? And stay in these Power Fives and things of that nature. Michigan's coming in here way too oversold, in my opinion. I really feel like Greg Schiano was a big reason why Ohio State was able to have their way with Michigan for a few years there on the defensive side. He was their defensive coordinator at the time. And I know he knows exactly how to shorten games against Harbaugh and really frustrate Harbaugh. I'm not saying Rutgers wins, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do, Jeff, because that's not a play around 3-0. They dominated in their last three games to start off the season. Yeah, they didn't play anybody really for the season, but for Rutgers, they've done well, and they got the confidence. That's the key, Jeff, the confidence that you have to take a Michigan on and punch them in the nose and say, what else do you got? You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, I think that this plus 24 is an absolute gem. It's an absolute steal for whoever wants it, man. I'm telling you, you already given Michigan 24 points to start the game, and I don't know if you can trust Michigan in this game to really cover that 24. I know they've been playing great football, but I'm just thinking about that Illinois game from last year. Jeff, your thoughts?
My true numbers was 25 with a 44, now 24 with a 44. Just do basic math. Vegas is telling you the score is going to be 34-10 Michigan. So in my mind, can Rutgers score 13? Can they score 14? Can they shock the world and score 17? So for me, if I like the Rutgers side and I don't want to worry about the 24 with Michigan scoring, 40, I'm going to look at Rutgers team total here over 10 and a half, and hope that they get to 13, 17, or shock the world and get to 20 or 21. I like where your eyes are. 2 undefeated teams. Michigan's kind of been going through the motions this year. They're not blowing a lot of teams out early. This is Harbaugh's best team. And if I remember this correctly, Pops, this will be Harbaugh's first game that he's coached. I think he had that 3-game suspension, and he'll be back on the sidelines here. And to throw a little curveball and nugget, a couple more losses from your Chargers team, and 0-4 at the break. Maybe they'll be calling for Harbaugh to come and coach them the rest of the year. But that was a little tongue-in-cheek there. I like where your eyes are. I think Rutgers can get to 13 or 14 at least, maybe 17 or 20. So I like where your eyes are. Rutgers plus the 24, or Rutgers team total over 10 and a half.
Love it.